Have you ever chosen a low-cost airline to get to your travel destination? When maintaining an airline company requires such effort and money since the industry is so competitive and the operating costs are incredibly high, it's astonishing how these airlines can provide such cheap tickets to passengers. As a result, we decided to reveal the secrets behind low-cost airlines, to discover how they have become a new business model in the aviation industry which can't be ignored. In this research, we will separate our contents into three main characters. First on the typical marketing strategies, then to the innovative digital marketing strategies, at last the geopolitics. These three main factors build up the success of low-cost airlines and help airlines such as Ryanair establish their new aviation kingdom. Now, let's cut to the chase. These are the methods that LCCs, which means low-cost carriers, have done. To make everyone understand it more clearly, we separated these methods into two dimensions. One is to increase their revenue, and the other is to reduce their costs. Since merely profit can get from their tickets, LCCs have thought of a new way to make money. Today, I'm going to talk about the flight patterns of LCCs. Take an example. Normally, when an aircraft sends you from Taipei to Paris, it will take the same route and fly back to Taipei after 3 to 5 days. But what LCCs do is to fly as a one-way trip, first to Paris, then to Vienna, then Budapest, at last finally back to Taipei. This helps them gain more profit compared to traditional airlines at the same amount of time. Next is to reduce their costs. An interesting fact is that since landing fees at the main international airports are relatively more expensive than those secondary airports, LCCs choose to land at the smaller ones and provide public transportation to main cities. In this chart, we can see that Ryanair chooses to land at Frankfurt Hahn Airport, instead of the hugest one in Germany, the Frankfurt International Airport. To dig deeper into the success of LCCs, we have decided to furthermore apply SWOT analysis. The stress of low-cost carriers is that they provide super cheap tickets which attracts people who can't afford that much money, but still wanted to travel to different destinations. The weakness is that to reduce the cost, they barely provide onboard services which might not give passengers a comfortable journey. But the opportunity for LCCs help them to recover their weakness. Since airports between European countries aren't far away, services seem to have become an unnecessary thing to passengers while they would just have a little nap in the cabin during a short flight. Finally, the threat. The pandemic has given airlines a hard time and they are deeply influenced by globalization. When incidents that make passengers stop traveling all over the world, it will definitely give a huge impact on the industry. So, LCCs have thought of some new ideas.
Hello there, I'm Sebastian. What I'm going to introduce you guys today is the digital marketing strategies used by European low-cost carriers. Common digital marketing strategies include SEO, SEM, SMM, email marketing, display marketing, and website marketing. In the case of Ryanair, social media, email, and websites are the ones that the brand utilizes. Ryanair is an Irish company founded in 1984. It is currently the largest LCC company in Europe. In the 1980s, there was an ethos called no frills. Customers expected the non-essential features to be removed to keep the price low. However, nowadays, customer expectations have changed. They have started to value the importance of digital experience. Therefore, Ryanair came up with a few ways to attract customers. Firstly, Ryanair is active on social media such as Twitter and Instagram. It has used Twitter to interact with audiences and Instagram to motivate people to travel. Secondly, it sends email to subscribed members regularly to build customer loyalty. Thirdly, it redesigned its website in 2014 to make its brand image younger and fresher. After all, there are a few advantages and disadvantages of digital marketing. Digital marketing is cost-effective, easy to measure, without physical, political, national boundaries, and can easily target and interact with certain audiences. On the other hand, as digital marketing is majorly based on the internet, the uncertainty of digital marketing is high, and it comes with security concerns, inevitable negative comments, and global competitors. Next, let's welcome Nathan to analyze the impact of geopolitics on European LCCs.
Geopolitics is the study or application of politics, national power, and foreign strategy, which is defined of how geography and economic influence politics and the relationships between countries. Geopolitics can be worldwide and regional, because low-cost airlines market usually focus on their own state or nearby country, so in this part we will focus on Europe. In February 1st, 2020, the UK resident decided to leave the EU through the referendum. In the withdrawal agreement, provides for a transition or implementation period up until December 31st, 2020, during which the majority of the EU law will continue to apply in the UK. However, the final draft of the agreement does not mention anything about the aviation, so we're going to talk about what will happen to the aviation market after the UK leave the EU. There are many problems may occur, and I'll just talk about the most important one, which is the license certification. The license certification is a kind of mutual recognition. The UK registered aircraft can carry out the activity or exercise those privileges on any aircraft registered in the EU and similar to the EU. However, dropping out from the EASA may make two regimes reconsider if they want to recognize the other's license or not. To the UK, their license standard should be the same as EU, or they want to have their own standard. On the other hand, to the EU, the approval and the legality of UK aircraft will take a long time to discuss. That is why when the day of the result of the referendum, EasyJet had asked the UK government and the European Commission to prioritize the UK remaining part of the single EU aviation market, and Ryanair announced its intention to obtain an UK operating license so as to maximize access to routes to, from, or within the UK. To this day, there are still no agreement about aviation, and the distribution to the flights and airplanes can be a challenge, especially to low-cost airlines. Based on their cost and number of planes, they have to make a significant decision to make sure they can reach the maximum value and a balance between these two regimes.
That's all for our presentation today. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you and have a nice day.